Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Meadsyreplays and welcome to my premiere. If you are watching this video live now, first up, it is the Smasher. It's a KV2 in tier 7, and it's a funny looking tank. Now, people are confused with this tank because it has the rockets. They think it fires rockets, kind of like the T49A, where it doesn't. I think the rockets are just for show. I believe so. But it's an amazing tank. Whilst recording this video, I'm not sure how it's coming. I think it's just coming in a bundle. It's not crates, I don't believe, and I don't know how much gold it will cost. But I am definitely getting this tank, regardless of the price. I am going to get this tank. Now, we're going to compare it to the tier 6 KV2, and the stats are just incredible. That it's a 152, obviously. The DPM is 2,500 DPM, and that is with the AP. Compared to the AP of the KV2, that's 1,900, and the penetration is 140, which is not great. It is better than the KV2 in tier 6, but it is a tier 7, so you will face the tier 8 tanks. Now, it has 640 alpha, and the reload is the big difference. It's 15 seconds reload compared to 20 seconds on the tier 6. Now, I would probably run this with calibrated shells because of the HE, sorry, and that will bring you down to 2,300 DPM, but it will give you 147 penetration on your normal AP. Now, the difference also with this, the tier 6 KV2 has got 2 APs. The second AP is 143 mil, where this has heat, and it's a whopping 275 mil for 545 alpha. It's crazy. It's crazy. You probably wouldn't really shoot that much AP. It'll either be heat or it will be the HE. Now, the HE, obviously, it hasn't got much penetration. In fact, it's worse than the tier 6, but it does do 960 alpha. And you're going to get some crazy shots, and we're going to show you. We've got 3 battles for you, but we're just going to go through the rest of the stats. So the heat, 275 mil. Now let's add another tier 7. Let's add the IS2. Now the heat on the IS2 is 250. This is 275. It's just insane. It really is crazy. Aim time, again, let's have a look. Aim time 2.45, which is much better than the tier 6. That's 3.62. And the dispersion is much better as well, 0.408. Still not the greatest, but compared to the tier 6, 0.543. And it has 6 degrees of gun depression, whereas the tier 6 does have 7 degrees. Same speed, and all that. So HP 1350, which is not quite double, but it's crazy. It's got more HP than the IS2, and the armor is much better than the tier 6 as well. 120 on your hull and 150 on your turret on the front, 120 on the sides. It's crazy. It is crazy tank, and I'm not going to tell you to go and buy it because I don't know how much the gold, and it's probably going to be overpriced. But to be honest, I don't care. I want this tank, and I'm going to be getting this tank. So now let's look at some battles. So first battle we have, it's a tier 6 battle, and it's on a canal. Now I've gone to the middle. The enemy have got quite a few fast tanks, and so have we, in fact. But we're going to stick in the middle, and we're going to go and try and get some side shots. We've got the KV3 in front of us, we have the EZ8, and obviously D is getting capped. Now, that was a hit in the EZ8, and we do 485 damage, and we get a blocked shot on top of that as well. But we are spotted, and I know there is a few medium tanks that have gone by D, and you can see here there is the AMX M445, who is going to be, we're going to struggle to pen him at this distance with even the heat. We should have really used HE just to do some damage. Now you can see 3 other of my teammates are with me, and they are getting absolutely wrecked. So the VK30 there, we're going to shoot him with HE, he is hold down. We still do 344 damage. And luckily we got this building as protection because there is still a few tanks to our left. There's one tank down now. We are winning on cap points. Now, we've got the KV3, and we're going to try and shoot him, but he just backs up in time for our heat to go into him. Now, it is kind of weird playing this tank because I'm used to playing the KV2 with that mega long 20-second reload. Whereas, like I said, this has just got 16, so at the moment, people don't expect that it has such a short reload compared to the other KV2. So they do rush you expecting to shoot you 3 or 4 times, and then you shoot them within 16 seconds. Again, this AMX is going to get away with that, but we are going to get back to him very, very soon. We are 2 tanks down. The enemy are 1 tank down. We have lost a little bit of hit points, and we've only done 800 damage. So we still need to be careful. We are losing on supremacy points at the minute, but once we get a kill, we should overtake. Now, the EZ8 has pushed forward. We're going to try and get a shot on him, but he's not poking forward. And then here comes the AMX, who decides to flank around. But we've got the HE loaded, and we're going to do 700 damage into him. And now we are winning just about on cap points. So it's 5 against 5. There is still a few one-shots. This EZ8 again pulls out sidewards, hoping to get a shot, but we're going to switch to the AP. We don't want the the HE to go on the little rubble in front of him. That happens quite a lot, and it's quite funny to see a 152 HE get stopped by a little fence. Now, the T71 for now is just going to get away with it. It's 3 against 4, and we're back to losing. Now, here comes the KV2. He misses us, and that's what I said about the HE, and it hits the fence in front of us. So we got away with that one, and we managed to take him out for our 3rd kill. Now, we know the T71 is flanking around, so we're going to go and try and stop him in his tracks. We're going to try and aim at the KV3. Bad shot on my behalf. I should have just aimed. I don't know why I zoomed out, but I did, and we paid the price. Now, the T71, he bounces 1 shot. We know he's got 1 shot left, and he's trying to back up as much as he can, but it's not going to be enough for my 152, and we're going to get him gone for my 4th kill. So at this stage, we are winning on supremacy points. The AMX on our right is being dealt with, and it's just this KV3 in the middle. So the Type 62 Dragon is going to do a good job in taking him out. And now all we can really do is wait. We're going to see if we can get a shot into the Type 62. We are just about to win on supremacy points, 980. We've got the AP loaded, but I think now he's going to get shot. So we've got the HE loaded, which will be enough to clear him. So we've hit 1,000 hit points, and we do manage to take him out for our 5th kill. So that battle, we only did 2,100 damage. We didn't do anything special. But it goes to show it is quite a troll. It does feel like a KV2 sometimes with the accuracy, but it is a nice tank, and we got a 1st class, nice and easy, nothing special. So moving on to the next battle, we're going to show you how good it can be in a tier 8. So we are on Faust, and again it is supremacy. So we're going to go and push towards C. Now there is only 2 tier 7 tanks, and the rest are all tier 8. So I've got a feeling we're going to use a lot of HE just for the splash damage and do some damage. Now watch this, the VK100, 251 damage just from the splash. That is not bad at all. RNG is going to be on our side this battle because we're going to do more than that. There's a Tiger 1 and a Tiger 2, both capping that. I mean, again, we've got the HE loaded. We're not going to be able to pen that Tiger with AP. And we do 400 damage in splash damage with the HE into him. Now that is just, when I had that, I just laughed. It's just like 400 damage with splash. Now we have the J Panther 2. We're going to use the heat to get into him because the heat is just going to go into about everything, and we do nearly 600 damage into him. And as again, when you reload it, it's still a long reload. 16 seconds is still a long reload for a tier 7. So you still need that hard cover. You still need the tanks around you to protect you. You don't want to be on your own, at least at the start of the battle. Against tier 8 especially. Against tier 6 you are going to be able to one-shot a lot of tanks. Now we decide to go here, that RNG, again, the accuracy on that, a KV2 would never get that shot at all. We don't do much damage, but we still do splash damage, and we did get a shot from that RHM to pay the price, but we know where he is. We've got the HE loaded, and watch here, he's gonna and we bounce 640 and we do 1047 in return to him. So we bounce that 640 from the RHM and we do 1000 damage, nearly 1100 damage into him. And now that Tiger 2 who we shot earlier, he's come alive and he's come into our base, and again we're going to try and just use HE for the splash, and we do 451 splash damage with HE. It's just insane. You're not going to have that every time. You're not going to have that every time. I think RNG this battle was just on my side. So the Tiger 2 is now gone. It's 6 against 4. We have the Bulldog up there. We're going to aim at him, get him gone for our first kill. So now there's just 3 tanks left. At this moment, I'm not aware that this VK100 is actually AFK. We think he was just sitting there. The T44's gone, and you can see we're going to splash damage him, and we're going to get a high roll of 370. Again, that is still very, very good. At this moment, I realise, hang on, he is AFK, so we're going to switch up to the heat. We're going to see what we can pen. This is one of the most heavily armoured tanks in tier 8, and we can pen his sides very, very easy, and we can do 600 damage. So that battle against tier 8, we do 4000 damage. We do 640 block damage from that RHM, and it's only a first class. Now, I'm lucky enough to test this tank a day early. That's 1200 XP, and it was only a first class. So it already looks a tough cookie to ace. Very tough to ace indeed. So now we're going to move on to a tier 6 battle. Now, this battle was in fact my first ever battle in this tank. I got the tank, took it out, and this was the first battle. So the enemy have got 3 mediums and 2 light tanks. The same goes with us. So again, I'm going to push middle and hoping to get some side shots in. So already the team are capping C. There's 2 tanks spotted, and we're going to go in the middle, and we are spotted from the Black Prince, who has got quite good armor in the front, and I'm never going to be able to penetrate him with AP. So we're going to wait, we're going to see what we can get, and I'm going to start them pushing. I've noticed that one teammate is with me. Oh, there's a Comet. We're going to switch to H. He bounces us, and he gets 931 damage back in return. So now the Tiger P to our right has been spotted. The Comet is almost dead, and the Black Prince is hiding behind that little rock thing. So we're going to start capping. We're going to cap B. Enemy are capping. Now we're going to use the heat to get into his side. And again, easily, it penned him like butter on the side of his turret. So now we are capping B. The enemy have capped C. We've got the Tiger P now to our right, so we do need to be careful of him. But because he is sideward, we could actually pen him with HE. But just to guarantee the pen, we're going to use the AP. And we get shot twice. So now we know there's 2 people up there. So we're going to push towards the Black Prince. If I'm lucky, I have a high roll in my locked and loaded. We're going to use the heat. He turned, and we're going to use turn to AP because we can penetrate easily when he's at that angle, and we're going to clear him for our first kill. So now we are going to head towards the Tiger P and the VK that is sitting up here, and we're going to go and try and do some damage. So as soon as we come around the corner, oh look, the side of a VK. See you later, mate. Easy as that. 2 kills, and we're on 3.5k damage. And we're going to now push towards the Tiger P. So he will be a one-shot even with heat. So we're going to push towards him. We are getting shot in the back, so we do need to be careful. And again, as soon as we come around this corner, he's not facing us, and we can clear him up. Again, I could have probably used AP, but we didn't need to. So we are on 3 kills now, and now a VK2801 is going to come towards me. So we can clear him up with the AP, and he is gone as well. So 4 kills, that is pretty much all we're going to do. The Comet hit is only on 23 HP, but just before I reload, the tank behind me, the AMX, I believe, yes, AMX 1375 takes him out. But still, my first ever battle, we get 4 kills. We end on 4.4k damage. We get the ace, 127,000 credits earned as well. So I'm going to enjoy this tank. I really am going to enjoy this tank. I'm definitely getting it. I've got the gold on me already in my account, and I'm going to wait for it to come. But just one last thing I forgot to add. This tank is a collectible. It is not a premium. It is a collectible. So I'm not sure why, but it is. But I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm Meadsy69, and I'll catch you soon.